Hello everyone and welcome to Checkpoint. Yeah, I'm really excited to be with you today again at Checkpoint, and I want to ask, how have you been? It's been a wonderful week, and I know it is the same way for you. Okay, so I want to start by saying thank you, and thank you again for all that you do for us here at Checkpoint. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your shares, and thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Wait, have you subscribed? Yes, you. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Please click on the subscribe button. It's in red and white. When you click on there, please also click on the notification bell so that you get new content once they are ready. Okay, so thank you for all that you do for us here at Checkpoint. And because of what you do, our message is reaching a wider audience. And for this, I am indeed very grateful. So thank you once again. And you know how we roll on Checkpoint. Today is another beautiful day for us to look at some information that will equip, empower, and edify us to help us become the better version of ourselves. So are you ready? Please go ahead, share this link. Share to your friends, share to your relations, share to your associates, share to your neighbors. Let every one of them know that Checkpoint is on right now. I'm serious. Checkpoint is on right now, and you can't afford to miss this episode. Today I have something special packaged for you, but you know how we roll. Share, and after which I will be right back after the break to tell you the topic for today. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. So today on Checkpoint, I'll be sharing with you on a topic that is very necessary that you get to know. It's about low self-esteem. So today's topic is, we are going to be talking on the symptoms of low self-esteem. Okay, so we'll be talking about low self-esteem, how it affects people. I'm sure there is somebody already that you know in your life who is being affected currently by this issue of low self-esteem. It could be somebody around you. It could even be you. So we're going to be talking about the issues of low self-esteem. We're going to be looking at the symptoms, and we also look at best ways to boost your low self-esteem and give you a healthy esteem. Of course, when you hear low self-esteem, it tells you that self-esteem can either be high or be low. And when it is low, it is not good, it is not healthy for you. Now, low self-esteem is a negative perception that one has of himself or herself, and this eventually affects the way the person values himself or herself, you know. And when this happens, when somebody has low self-esteem, it affects the person's self-worth. Okay, the person begins to look at his or her abilities as being not enough, you know. When somebody has low self-esteem, it also affects the person's image of himself. So we call it self-image. So it affects the person's self-image, it affects the person's confidence level, it affects the person's ability to do what the person is meant to do. So low self-esteem is not healthy. It is something that is absolutely not okay for you. So if you're having low self-esteem, you will see it manifesting in you not being able to judge yourself properly or judge yourself fairly. You know, you look down on yourself, you look down on your abilities, you look down on your capabilities, you have very low confidence, and most times you end up feeling inadequate or feeling very unworthy, and all of these feelings are not good for you. Yes, I know that you may not be smarter than the other person in the room where you belong, but then that does not mean that you don't have something. This is why you have to encourage yourself on a consistent basis and tell yourself that in as much as you may not be as smart as the other person, as beautiful as the other person, as capable as the other person, there is still something that you have. When people have self-esteem, it manifests in certain ways, and that's why I'll be sharing with you the symptoms of low self-esteem. Because when people have low self-esteem, it affects the value they have for themselves. So they don't treat themselves kindly. They look down on themselves, they trivialize their value, and most times you see them struggling with self-acceptance. They are not able to accept themselves. And most times you see such person who has this low self-esteem facing challenges such as indecision. So this person, when others are trying to make up their mind on something, it's difficult for them to make up their mind because They feel they are not capable of making that decision. They feel that their opinion does not matter. They feel that what they are saying will not make sense, unlike what others are saying. You also see them have this excessive fear of failure because they believe that they have failed so many times in the past. They are likely going to fail again. So when this consistent kind of fears begin to emanate from that person, you know that this person already has low self-esteem, and because of that, sometimes they will find themselves in very unhealthy relationships because they're trying to fit in. They feel that they have to fit in into a lower level based on the fact that they are not capable, based on the fact that they're not worthy, based on the fact that they are lacking confidence. They want to fit in at a lower in a lower relationship. And when I mean by lower relationship, I mean relationships that are unhealthy for them, relationships that are not good for them, simply because they're trying to be loved, they're trying to be accepted. Because most times when people suffer from low self-esteem, it affects their self-acceptance. So they're not able to accept themselves like they should accept themselves. They're not able to forgive themselves for the mistakes they have made. They're not able to understand that they are uniquely gifted, all right, in certain areas. What I want to tell you about low self-esteem is that low self-esteem can significantly impact a person's emotional well-being. So somebody who has low self-esteem will not have a healthy dose of emotional health. You see them struggling with things. You see them struggling with their emotions. They're not able to have a grip on their emotions. It also affects their relationship. You know, for some of them, they become violent. I'm telling you, really, really violent, simply because they are trying to cover up for a feeling. You know, when their spouse tries to do something with them, they misinterpret it. They're like, oh, is it because you think I'm not good enough? That is why you treat me like that? Is it because, you know, and it manifests in virtually every single thing that they do. Sometimes when they see their spouse in marriage and their spouse is doing well or improving or getting more advanced, they become scared. And this fear manifests itself in violent behaviors, in abuse of some sort. So you see them beginning to manifest certain behaviors, and they begin to, simply because they are not confident in themselves and they can't for the life of them understand why another person has to be confident. They can't understand why another person is making impact. They can't understand why another person seems to be advancing, simply because they have a very low self-esteem. I'm sure that if you are not the one who has low self-esteem, you must have met somebody who has low self-esteem. When a leader has low self-esteem, it's one of the terrible things that can happen. He or she will not allow people under him or her to grow. Because for every time you grow, they feel it is personal. They feel you are trying to show them that you are better off than them. They feel that you are trying to prove a point to them. So they take everything personal. So you see them reacting. You see them showing up in abusive ways. You see them sometimes when people have low self-esteem, to even accept a compliment becomes a problem. So you tell the person, oh, you're looking so nice. Say, nice hair. How will I be looking nice? Me that has been like this, I've been under too much stress. See, they try to explain it away. They try to make excuses as to why they should not collect that compliment. So these are some of the signs that will help you to understand who has low self-esteem and possibly figure out best ways in order to help this person to overcome their low self-esteem. The Bible clearly tells us that we have been made wonderfully and fearfully. So I want you to understand that your making, irrespective of how you came here on earth, was of God. God was behind your making, and He expects you to see yourself the same way He sees you. Because when you have low self-esteem, your perception of yourself is poor. Your perception of yourself is low. But that is not how God sees you, and God expects you to see yourself the same way He sees you. You remember when the angel of the Lord came to Gideon, where he was threshing wheat in a wine press. You know, he was hiding away and he was threshing wheat in a wrong place. That was not the place for threshing wheat, but he was hiding from the Midianites. And when the angel came to him, the angel said, "Thou mighty man of valor," you know, that mighty. And he was like, "No, you must be joking. That cannot be me." He could not see that greatness inside him. He was so worried that I just can't be that great man of God, that great man of valor that the angels were talking about. So he was just busy looking about, hoping that it could be somebody else they were addressing. And this low self-esteem affected him so much more that even when God had clearly told him that he was going to gain victory over the Midianites, that he should go out to war and that God would give him victory. Do you know he was so scared? He had this terrible low self-esteem that he had to ask Deborah to follow him. Deborah was a woman, number one. Deborah was a judge. Deborah was a prophetess. She wasn't a woman of war. But Gideon said, I am not going to this war. I cannot even step 1 foot out until you, Deborah, go with me. Deborah, the prophetess, now said to him, okay, if you force me to go with you, the victory of this battle, the victory of this war is going to go to a woman. And he was like, okay, it's fine. Let it go to anybody it needs to go to, as long as you, Deborah, follows me to war. That scripture is really fascinating if you get to read it, and you see from the light that I'm sharing with you. Gideon refused to go to war except the woman followed him. And then the prophetess said, if I follow you, the victory, the songs that will be sung will be of a woman who has won this war. And he was like, okay, that's fine. As long as you go with me, that's fine, because I don't think I can do this all by myself. So this was the story of Gideon and how he allowed low self-esteem to really affect him and deny him of the graces that he should have manifested if only he had a healthy dose of self-esteem. So I'd like to share with you, how do you now know somebody who has low self-esteem? I'll be sharing with you some symptoms of low self-esteem. Number one symptom of low self-esteem that you see in a person is that you will notice what we call social withdrawal. This person is not capable of going out and being with others, going for functions. When they are in a gathering, they feel very nervous, they feel very scared. They're like, no, I don't want to go out there. People will judge me, people will look down on me. They find it very, very difficult. Number two is negative self-talk. They are always speaking to themselves negatively. So you find somebody who has low self-esteem says like, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, I'm not capable. Who wants to hear my voice? Who wants to hear me talk? What good do I have to offer? What am I good at? They have lots and lots of this negative self-talk. They keep putting themselves down. They keep focusing on the flaws, on the seemingly flaws that they think they have, and they ignore their strengths completely. All right. So people who have low self-esteem will never focus on the strengths that they have. They'll never focus on their energy. They will never focus on the things they're really good at. They'll focus on those things that look like flaws, on those things that look like their mistakes, on those things that look like their incapabilities. That is where they dwell. They will never believe that they are good enough. And they keep saying these things to themselves. They keep putting those voices in their heads, speaking. In fact, while others are speaking life to themselves, these ones are consistently speaking death to themselves. And this is not good at all. So let's talk about number three symptom of low self-esteem. Number three symptom is that they value others above themselves. They value others above themselves. So you see, they would say, when assuming you come to a meeting and say, okay, please take us in an open prayer, they say, I cannot take open prayer. Let's sister this do that, let's brother that do that. They're always pointing. They'll prefer somebody else takes that role. They prefer somebody else leads. They'll prefer somebody else takes charge of the activity. They'll prefer somebody else takes over that project or makes the presentation. They're always shifting and putting themselves down, allowing others to be above them. So they feel like they don't have the necessary validation from others. Others will have to choose first. Others will have to decide before they can make up their mind to do anything. And this is one of the problems that people who have low self-esteem experience. All right, let's talk about number four. Number four symptom of low self-esteem is that they are consistently comparing themselves to others. So they don't focus on their strengths, they don't focus on their energies, they don't focus on the things that they are capable of doing, they don't focus on their strengths, but rather they will keep comparing themselves to others. Okay, so they have this extreme inferiority complex. This is something you will see about somebody who has low self-esteem. They have inferiority complex. They will keep themselves in a position where they are envious of others because they are consistently saying what others can do better than them, how they are not capable, how others are better than them. They'll be like, oh, just give it to other people who can do it the way you like, because they believe that other people are better than they are, because they're consistently comparing themselves to others. The Bible even tells us that those who compare themselves with others are not wise. It is a proof of lack of wisdom when you're consistently comparing yourself to others. See, it is possible they are smart. It is possible they are beautiful. It is possible they are capable. It is possible they have the expertise. It is possible they look nicer than you. But listen to me, there is still something that you have. There is still something that you possess. There is still something you are a master at. There is still something you are an expert at. You just have to look inward and appreciate yourself and be kind to yourself. This is very, very important, because we make lots and lots of mistakes in this area because we are always comparing ourselves to others. Now, let me share with you number 5 symptom of people who have low self-esteem. See, they find it difficult accepting a compliment. They find it very difficult to accept compliments. So when you tell them, oh, you look wonderful, they say, me? No, I can't be looking wonderful. Have you not seen how Richard was looking yesterday? Have you not seen how Sandra is looking? No, it can't possibly be me. They try to dismiss that compliment. They try to make the compliment look like, you over exaggerated, or that you are flattering them. That is how they always make it look. But listen to me, guy. Listen to me, lady. Please come to the point where you're able to accept compliments. When people compliment you, please take your flowers. When they give you those flowers, please accept it. Tell yourself that you are good enough. All right, you are capable enough. You are beautiful enough. You are handsome. You are caring. You are kind. All right, accept this compliment, because that's really who you are. And people will not just be lying to you over and over again. There is something they see in you that makes them vocalize or verbalize what's your good traits. So look at those traits and hold fast to them, and believe in your heart that it is something that you are worthy of. All right, take your flowers, accept your flowers, and tell yourself that you are the kind person, the good person, the capable person, the qualified person, the smart person that they have said that you are. That's all that matters. Okay, accept compliments. All right, let me share with you number 6 symptom that will help you know if this person, or if you are the person who has low self-esteem, is that there is this constant worry. All right, constant self-doubt. You are consistently doubting yourself. You are consistently doubting your capabilities. Even when you are given the opportunity to do something, you don't believe you can do it well. Everybody will say, yes, he is the man for the job. She is the woman for the job. But you will never believe in that. All right. So it happens, and you prefer to stay in one comfort zone. You prefer to stay at the back of the scene. All right, behind the scenes, because that's where you feel comfortable staying. But see, you were meant to be the top and not the bottom. You were meant to be the head and not the tail. God who created you for big things. And I want to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone today. Step out of that place where you have remained and relaxed, because there are bigger, mightier things that are waiting for you in this life. Let me tell you the truth. When God said, let your light shine, He said, make sure that your light is shining, because nobody lights a candle and puts it under the bushel. He said, nobody lights a candle and puts it under the bed. These two places are significant, because under the bed is a place of comfort, and the under the bushel is a place of measurement, where people are trying to measure if they are up to standard, if they are up to what people think they should be. See, nobody has the right to measure who you are supposed to be. Let me say that again. Nobody has the right to decide what the standards of operation of your life, what it should look like. No, nobody has that right. But it is your life, and it has to fulfill the purpose of God concerning you. You cannot afford to allow people to decide what your life should be, or what you should be doing with your life, or what your future should be, or what even your assignment here on earth should be. So please, wake up, wake that sleeping giant that is within you. Wake up, arise, because until you arise, you cannot shine. Allow sleep to remain where it should be. See, don't sleep till you become sleepers, okay? Don't sleep like that. I'm talking to you. Yes. Some of you, your eyes are even closing right now. Open your eyes. Let your light shine. Become all that God has made you to be. You are a shining star. So why are you sleeping over and over again? All right, wake up, arise, and let that light shine. All right, number 7 and the last symptom of low self-esteem I'll be sharing with you today is the fear of failure. Let me be sincere here. Every one of us, even the very best of us, have this fear called the fear of failure. But when you allow this fear of failure to overwhelm you so much that you're not even able to step one foot forward, then it becomes a problem. See, when you avoid challenges, you can never grow, because it is challenges that help you to grow. Every time you take an examination, you get promoted in class when you do well. If you avoid examinations, how will you get promoted? How will you step up to the next class? How will you step up to the higher class? So in life presents you with different examinations, different tests, different challenges, and whenever you overcome these challenges, then promotion comes to you. So it's very, very important that you come to the point where the fear of failure does not paralyze you. Many people have been paralyzed by the fear of failure. Because of the fear of failing, they don't even take a step. They don't take an initiative. They are scared. They don't want to even start. And all of these things contribute to redundancy. You know, they end up becoming a shadow of themselves when they're supposed to become better versions of themselves. So this is what low self-esteem will do to you. Now, if you just joined this video, I'd like you to do yourself a favor. Go back to the beginning of this video and watch till this point, because you would have missed so much. Now, I'd like to tell you that there are simple ways for you to boost your self-esteem. So from low self-esteem, you can have a healthy dose of self-esteem, and this is entirely in your hands. That's amazing, which means that you are capable of making this change in your life. You are capable of stepping out from the realms of low self-esteem to the realms of higher and quality self-esteem. I know that it is possible that some of the past experiences you had contributed to your low self-esteem. Maybe you live with family members who were always shutting you down. Maybe you live with people who never believed in you. Maybe you live with family and friends who always ridiculed you, laughed at you, mocked at you. That's another major cause of low self-esteem. It can happen to anyone. It happened to you, yes, no problem. But after it has happened to you, my question is this: what are you going to do about it? Because life is 10% what happens to you, but 90% what you do about it. So I'm asking you today, yes, it happened to you. Yes, it is not fair. Yes, it is terrible. But what are you going to do about it? Are you going to fold your hands and do nothing? Are you going to just step out and do something about it? So I'm asking you right now, please answer me in the comment section. I want to read your comments. I want to know what you're thinking. And I'm asking you one question: what are you going to do about it? I'm waiting. Yes, it happened to you. Yes, it wasn't fair. What are you going to do about it? So this is why I'll be sharing with you 10 simple ways that you can utilize to boost your self-esteem. Are you ready for that? Are you sure you're ready? All right, let's go. Number one way through which you can boost your self-esteem is that you have to focus on your strength. Focus on your strength. I know you may think that you don't have enough. I know you may think that you're not capable enough. I know you may think you're not qualified, but there is something you are a maestro at. There is something you're a maestro at. See, you are capable. There's something that you do easily, much more than every other person. Like the way you do it is so wonderful that people will be like, how do you do this? That is a cue for you to know that you are not empty. That you are not empty, that you have something going on for you. So please tell yourself, encourage yourself that there is something wonderful about you. So therefore, you have to focus on your strength. All right, let me tell you, number 2 way through which you can boost your self-esteem is that you have to avoid comparison. We've talked about this before. Avoid comparison. If there would always be that kind of person that has something more than you. But then there is something that you do have, and you really have to intentionally and deliberately make up your mind that you will not keep comparing yourself with others. Tell yourself that you are capable. Tell yourself that you are smart. Tell yourself that there is something that you have that they don't have. Yeah, and believe it. Don't wait for validation from anybody before you believe that you are capable of something. Don't wait for authentication by anybody, right? You are the master of your own future. You are the one who decides what will happen with your life. So tell yourself. Say it to yourself as many times as you need to say it. Go to the front of the mirror and tell yourself that you're really good at what you are, what you do. You're really good at the things that you present, and you are capable. And I know that every day will not be strong. Like, you will not be strong every day. There'll be days when you'll be low. There'll be days when you'll be weak. There'll be days when you don't feel like going on. There'll be days when you are tired. But no matter what it is, keep showing up in that thing you are doing. Keep shooting. Keep making yourself available. In a time not long from now, your self-esteem will be very, very healthy and so much intact. Let's talk about number 3. Number 3 way through which you can boost your self-esteem is that you have to develop a positive attitude. People who have low self-esteem have this kind of negative self-attitude. They're always pessimistic, always seeing everything as wrong, as negative, as if something bad is about to happen. But you have to develop this air of positivity around you. Allow yourself to feel good. Allow yourself to believe that good times are coming. Allow yourself to tell yourself that good times will meet you, and you are not anti-good times, right? It is not the exclusive reserve of others. You too can enjoy good times. Allow yourself to have this positive air around you. Be positive. Think positive. Think about good things. Think about wonderful things. Think about possibilities. All right? Focus on the good things working in your life, because see, the devil is so mischievous. He will make you focus on all the wrong things that are not happening in your life. But you have to develop yourself to the point where you focus on all the good and beautiful things happening in your life and believe that something good will come out of your life. This is very, very, very key. All right, let's talk about number 4. Number 4 way through which you can boost your self-esteem is that you have to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. See, you have insulted yourself, you have ridiculed yourself, you have abused yourself, you have killed yourself with negative talk, telling yourself you cannot, you will not, you are not capable of, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not qualified enough. But please be kind to yourself. Remember that there are no two people like you. Remember that you're uniquely created and uniquely gifted, and you were born for such a time as this. Be kind to yourself. If you need to pamper yourself a little bit, go ahead and pamper yourself a little bit. If you need to buy nice things for yourself, go ahead and buy nice things for yourself. Remember that this earth that we have come to, we are coming here only once. We don't have a second opportunity to release the kind of impact we are supposed to release here on earth. So be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Tell yourself you are capable. Tell yourself you will make it. Tell yourself that you will eventually scale through and thrive here on earth. Be kind to yourself. Can you just drop these comments for me in the comment section and say, I will be kind to myself? Can we do that? All right, let's do it quickly. Type it. I will be kind to myself. Please, you can even add your name. Say your name. You have Ifoma. I will be nice to myself. I'll be kind to myself. It pays to be kind, not just to others, but to yourself. Many of us are so good at being kind to others, but for us, we don't even cut ourselves some slack. We blame ourselves over everything. Okay, we keep blaming ourselves over things that are not even any fault of ours. So be kind to yourself. All right, let's talk about the next one. That's number 5. Number 5 way through which you can boost your self-esteem is that you have to be purpose-driven. What is your purpose, if I may ask? What is the reason why you are here on earth? What assignments have you come to fulfill? What value are you bringing to this world? What will people remember you for at the end of life? What will people say you did for them? What are people willing to pay you for? What products or services are you willing to produce that when you produce, it solves certain problems in the lives of people? This is an inclination. This is a cue. This is a secret that will help you unlock what your purpose here on earth is. So what then is your purpose? Focus on that purpose. Pursue that purpose. Give your purpose attention, so much so that you don't have time to look down on yourself. So much so that you don't have time to look down on yourself and doubt yourself and doubt your capabilities and doubt your strengths. Be purpose driven. Live for purpose. It is commonly said that if you are not willing to die for something, then you are not worth living for something. There must be something that you're willing to die for. There must be something here on earth that you're willing to do to the point that you're even willing to die for that thing. What is that thing? Are you willing to do it? How much is it burning in your heart? How much are you burning for your purpose here on earth? See, if your purpose is not worth dying for, then it is not worth living for. In the first place, tell yourself that there is a purpose you have, there's a reason why you are here, and that purpose must be achieved. When you focus on your purpose, you will discover that people will begin to gather around you. Quality people, people that will help you become the better version of yourself, people who will help you to advance the purpose that you already have in your heart. And when that begins to happen, you see that you won't have time to be doubting yourself, to be looking down on yourself, to be ridiculing yourself, to be treating yourself poorly and badly. So this is very, very important to help boost your self-confidence and your self-esteem. Because I know one thing, that when you focus on your purpose, what it does is that it drives you, it pushes you in a particular direction. All right, it keeps you focused, and when it keeps you focused, you won't have time to now start hearing what others are saying about you, what is not working, what is failing in your life. You'll be so dogged and focused that your eyes will be single-minded. All right, so let's talk about number 6. Number 6 way through which you can boost your self-esteem is that you have to practice gratitude. Do you know that most of us have this negative habit of practicing, what would I call it? Practicing ingratitude. Like we are practicing it intentionally, deliberately, looking out for the things that have not happened in our lives, looking out for all the things that are not working in our lives, looking out for all the things that are wrong in our lives, instead of us to focus on all the things that are actually working in our lives, all the things that are beautiful in our lives, all the things that we are fortunate enough to have, all the things that God has blessed us with, all the things that are working smoothly in our lives. These are the things you should focus on. If you want to practice gratitude, you have to remove your eyes from the things that are not working and focus them on the things that are truly, truly working. As a matter of fact, I like you to just state in the comment section, maybe 5 things. 5 things that are currently working in your life. 5 things that you are grateful for in your life. Can we do that? Yes, it's a simple assignment. Just tell me 5 things you are grateful for. If it is personal, keep it to yourself. But if it's something you want to share, go ahead and share with us in the comment section. What are you grateful for? Because until you know what you are grateful for, then ingratitude will not take you over you. And when you are really, really grateful, when you are in an atmosphere of gratitude, what it helps you to do is that it helps to boost your self-esteem. You remember that there are things you have conquered. You remember that there are battles you have won. You remember that there are victories that you already have. This is what gratitude does for you. It helps you to remember. Most of us are so weak in remembering, but gratitude helps you to remember. It helps you to recall. And if you can think, you can thank. If you can think, you can thank. When you are able to think about the goodness of God over your life, the things that God has done in your life, then and only then can you thank properly. So I want to encourage you to practice gratitude. No matter what price you have to pay, practice gratitude. Be grateful for the things that you have in your life. Be grateful for the things that are working in your life. So this is why you have to practice gratitude. I'm sure. Have you written it down in the comment section? Have you typed it? Yes, do so if you haven't done so already. Let us know what you are grateful for. And when you begin to build your gratitude level, when you begin to build your attitude of gratitude, you will notice that you will begin to increase and improve in your self-esteem. All right, let's talk about number 7. Number 7 way through which you can build up and boost your self-esteem is through helping others. You won't believe it, but anytime you genuinely help people who cannot pay you back, you'll be surprised at how much confidence you have. You'll be surprised at how happy you will feel as an individual. Practice it, I'm telling you. Practice it, especially with people who cannot even say thank you, with people who cannot reward you, with people who cannot pay you back. When you will discover that there is this healthy feeling that you have, all right? This healthy feeling that you know that you were able to help somebody out, right? It doesn't mean that you don't have your problems still. It doesn't mean that you don't have issues in your life. You still have issues in your life. You still have challenges and problems around. But then you were able to pause on your problems, pause on your challenges, pause on the things that you need in order to reach out to somebody else. That is wonderful. That is very, very wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to do. And believe me, when you do that, you feel good within yourself. You will feel happy, you will feel energized, and your confidence and your self-esteem will be boosted because you were able to show acts of kindness to people around you, acts of kindness to people who cannot even pay you back. Help others. When you help others, you will discover that you are even good at something. You will discover that you are even good for something. You will discover that there are people that you are actually better than. This shifts your mindset. It shifts your mindset in ways that I cannot even describe for you in this video. It will move you up. It will strengthen you. It will push you to do more things. It will give you this strength to be able to achieve your dreams, achieve your purpose, and eventually become who God wants you to be. So this is so important. Make sure that you help others. All right, let's talk about number 8. Number 8 way through which you can boost your self-esteem is that you have to celebrate your accomplishments. I'm telling you this. See, many people think it is humility not to celebrate their accomplishments, but you lie. You lie. That is not humility. That is cowardice. That is cowardice. That's being afraid for nothing. You have to celebrate your accomplishments. You made effort, and the effort yielded results. Celebrate. Listen to me. We don't only have to celebrate our big wins or our big breakthroughs. You have to develop the attitude of celebrating even your little accomplishments. Your little wins, celebrate them. Your little accomplishments, celebrate them. That little contract you want, celebrate it. All right? That little certificate or degree that you got, celebrate it. Learn to celebrate. I'm not saying you should call party all the time, you know. Just tell yourself, praise yourself. Tell yourself you are capable, all right? Tell yourself you are working hard. Tell yourself that your labor is producing fruit. These little celebrations, you might look down on them, but they are capable of building up and boosting your self-esteem. So don't wait until you have the big reasons to celebrate. Don't wait until you have the big accomplishments. Celebrate them little by little. You'll be surprised at the other kinds of things that you begin to do. You'll be surprised at the other things you begin to do and achieve and break through in. And you'll be surprised, where am I getting this energy from? Where am I? That energy is coming from a place that knows that you have worked, you have labored, and it is time for you to take your flower. So never ever shy away from an opportunity like that. Okay, let's talk about number 9. Number 9 way through which you can boost your self-confidence, your self-esteem, is that you have to intentionally take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I know you're a hard worker. I know you don't sleep. I know you don't rest, but take care of yourself. I know you are pursuing hard. You want to get all the results, but take care of yourself. Make out time to rest. Make out time to eat and eat healthy. Make out time to exercise, because you have to get your heart pumping blood in good condition. Please, no matter what, take care of yourself. With the told Albert to say, if I don't take care of them, who will? If you don't take care of you, I'm asking you right now, who will? Who else is capable of taking care of you like you? This is why you have to make intentional and deliberate effort to ensure that you are taking good care of yourself. It is not a crime to sleep. So I realize that while I don't actually have all the time, I actually make out time to rest. I actually make out time to eat and eat well. I actually make out time to exercise the little that I can. And this is essential for my overall well-being. See, you have to be overall okay. You have to be enough. People are walking about on the roads, on the streets, at workplace, and they're walking like an emotional baggage, you know, and any small thing they react because they are just an emotional time bomb waiting to happen. You cannot afford to be that kind of person. You have to work on yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally, you know, in these 3 dimensions. Make sure that your spiritual health is okay and thriving and doing well. Make sure your physical health is okay and you're bouncing. Make sure your mental health is okay and you are exploring new opportunities. These are very, very key for you to be able to take care of your mental health. Take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, and take care of your spiritual health. This is so essential to be able to make you the balanced human being that you should be. All right. Number 10 way or strategy through which you can boost your self-esteem is that you have to surround yourself with people who believe in you. This is so important. I know you believe in yourself, but there comes a day when believing in yourself will not be enough. You will need people who are failing for you. You will need people who are rooting for you. You will need people who believe in you. You will need people who want to see you succeed around you. And if you notice that set of people who don't want to see you succeed around them, please stay far away from them. Avoid them like toxins, all right? Avoid them like venom. Tell yourself that this is not what you want in your life, right? But you see those who are rooting for you, who believe in you, who are looking forward to your success, who believe that you will make it, who believe that you are the best thing that has happened since 1900. Those are the kind of people you should have around yourself, because these people, they will look out for you. These people, they will watch over you. These people, they will support you with everything that they've got. They have your best interest at heart, and they can't wait for you to succeed. Now, these are the kind of people that should be around you. Sometimes they can be family, some other times they can be friends. It doesn't matter whether they're family or friends. Blood does not matter in this case. Make sure that these people genuinely care for you. Make sure that they genuinely love you. Make sure that they genuinely want to see you succeed. And when you find that out, please remain with them. Keep them all around you, and make sure that they are always around you to boost your self-confidence and your self-esteem. So these are all I decided to share with you today on this topic. I hope it was insightful. I hope you got something of value. I hope that your life is enlightened. I hope you can also use this information to share to somebody who is also battling with self-esteem. Remember to share the link everywhere to your relations, associates, neighbors, and friends, and make sure that they are part of what we do here at Checkpoint. Now, until I come your way again, keep making a positive, indelible mark in the lives of people and in the sands of time. I love you so very much. Bye-bye for now. Mwah. Everyone, I hope you were blessed by that message. All right, so I want you to just go ahead and support us. If you are led, go ahead and just sow into the account right on the screen. And I know that as you do that, God will bless you big time. Because of the seeds you are sowing, you will be able to reach a wider audience on different platforms. So please do well to sow that seed, and God will bless you. Love you.